Looking forward to it, really looking forward to it. I'm not sure on the bikes yet, they look fine, but I'm going to give me a bit of a test and see how we get on with them, see how the tyres are and what have you, and then get suspension set up. So yeah, looking forward to today.
Now I know what my penis feels like when I put a condom on.
The only thing I can concentrate on is staying alive. Beyond that, it's a bit of a mystery.
I'm not nervous, I don't feel nervous, but I'm looking forward to it. It's exciting, isn't it? Isn't it?
But I do intend to give it 103%.
Just a few track days here and there, but I haven't really rid for the last year, so this is really getting me back into it.
We're only going to tootle around, we're actually not going to use motorbikes, we're going to use little three-wheeler things, you know, them little with the pedals at the front, just to sort of like, you know, get used to it.
There's nice ways to fall off, and then there's really horrible ways to fall off. And the nice way to fall off is you go into the corner and the bike falls away and you just slide gracefully down the road. And then the really horrible one is you go into the corner and the bike kicks you up in the air and you literally go about 8 meters up in the air, look at the bike underneath you and hit the ground really hard, and that's a really horrible crash.
There has been mentions of a bit of competitiveness from Adam. I think between Adam and Carl, watch them two, because they're a lot further on than I am. Obviously, I've only been doing this a while. Like,
Just gonna take it easy. Just take my time, get all my protective stuff on, got my protective pants.
For the gay members of the audience, it's called the Bentley Brook Inn, and it's called the Leather Breeches Arms. Fantastic. Try explaining that one to your mum and dad. Where are you this weekend, son? Well, I'm at the Leather Breeches at Bentley Brook.
Spine protector. So get as much protective equipment as I can on, because when I do slide off, and I'm bound to slide off.
And then Jamie Whittam, our instructor, will be guiding us around the track, showing us the corners and where not to crash, which we will hopefully be studying and learning. And then, through some kind of mystical use of his fingers and the rest of it, we will become superbike riders in but a few days' time. Personally, I'm not convinced.
he's a northerner. Come on.
I'm more focused internally on developing myself, because I know the worst thing to do is just go and think, oh yeah, I'm going to have him, I'm going to have him, get him on that corner. I mean, that's not really why I'm here.
But you're the calm of the man. See, right on cue, he leaves. That's how fast he is. That's how, as soon as you mention his name, he's off.
Right lads, welcome to Darley-Moor. The idea of what we're going to do over the next several weeks is basically improve your riding. It's not about competition with each other, it's about competition with yourself. Wherever you're starting from, the idea is to make you better riders. We're going to basically disassemble what you already know about riding bikes and then build you back up from the beginning. You might have to go even slower than what you can go now to learn the right way of doing things that's going to get you around quicker and get you around safer. We're at Darley-Moor. Basically, we've got the whole circuit to go out, but for the purposes of what we're going to do over the next few weeks, we're going to use this part of the circuit. It's basically the top end. It includes a little bit of everything. It's got nice chicane, right, left, right, very slow hairpin, first gear, and a big fast accelerating left hand onto the straight. The idea is you're going like that. As straight a line as you can make through that chicane, that's what you're doing. You're going basically from one curb to the next to the next. Next corner, the left hander into the hairpin. Now, this is where it starts getting a little bit trickier. You're actually going around it, and if that was a straight going off there, it'd be so easy. You go from here to there, and onto the straight, and you'd do like you did at the chicane. You'd straighten it out as much as you could. But straight after this corner, you've got the hairpin, and what'll happen is if you went through that corner as quick as you could, what you're going to get is thrown to that point there, and where you need to be is about there. You'd be wasting a load of time trying to get back and get a perfect line around the hairpin. So what we're going to do is go in, scrubbing the speed off, braking, obviously balancing lean angle with brakes. You can't just go into a corner and grab hold of a load of front brake. You're gonna crash. There ain't gonna be as much grip on the side of the tyre. So you're going around, keeping the bike as straight-ish up, which will throw you that way. You're gonna get to about that point, about halfway across the width of the track, and then into the hairpin from there. And then you're just gonna have to make really the best line is from that point to the apex, and then using all the track coming out. It's gonna throw you that way, like that, and really you need to be about here to get a good slingshot onto that straight there. Once you start getting one set of corners right, it spoils the next corner, and it's all about sacrificing one bit and getting the best balance. Obviously it's a compromise, and to get around there properly you're going to have to think about what you're doing. We're really going to go out there. I'm going to show you the way around. You're going to watch me a couple of times, then you're going to do it on your own. I'm going to follow you, and we're going to start from there. Right lads, this is a circuit. As you can see, we're at the S's. This is just starting our section of the circuit. You've got a right going in, then a left, then a right, and you don't even count the left coming out. You can straight line that. In fact, this whole section, you can almost straight line it. Obviously, the faster you're going, the less you can straight line it. Then, the next section is going into the hairpin. You can see the red and white barrier. That's the left leading directly into the hairpin. Whatever you do there directly affects what happens at the hairpin, and then what happens at the hairpin affects the left coming out of the hairpin. So we'll see when we get up there. Positioning, your line out of this corner is going to throw you basically out this way. You're going to be coming out more towards the left hand side of the track. You've got to get across to the, you can actually see the line because you can see the polished part. You can just about see the more polished tarmac. It's going to be a gradual sweep back. You're not going to be able to just come over here and run down that side. You're going to be coming out of there quick. That means you're not going to be able to just turn across. It's going to be a gradual sort of aim to get to within sort of 4 feet of that curb. The apex for the left-hander going in to the hairpin is basically after where it would be if it was just one corner taken on its own, because you don't want to be apexing early and getting flung to the right-hand side of the track. That'll just put you right into the hairpin, and when you want to be taking a sweeping line around the hairpin and flattening it out as much as you can, it's just going to throw you straight into the middle of the corner, and you're going to be pointing that way, and you want to be pointing that way. So you're going to have to apex it later, and then go in from about the middle of the track-ish into the hairpin when you turn right. What I'm trying to get across is actually the theory, not so much. I'm not going to tell you you're going to have to run over this pebble here. That's the perfect position on the track. I want to get you across the sort of theory of how you'll get going quicker around this section. So looking at getting back to something like maybe about here. Your tipping points, maybe about here. And you're not looking to apex it here. Yeah. You're looking to apex it right over there. You're looking to come tip it in from here, gradually in and in and in, and then meet the grass. About, your line's probably going from here. You're making an effort to come back in, and you're apexing it. All this time you're coming in gradually to about here, about here. And then you want to be apexing here, because if you apex it here, you're going to be somewhere under that edge bottom there, and then you've got to get all the way back across there as you accelerate, and it's really hard to move, as you accelerate and hooking through the box, it's really hard to get the bike across and then get an entry into that left onto the straight. So you're looking at apexing it about here, about where that white line is, about that little white scuff mark is. And that way, it's not going to fling you out under the edge bottom. You're going to naturally drift out, but you're not going to drift out all the way under that banking and have to get right the way back across. You're just making too much of a corner of it. It's about what you need to be doing is picking a point that basically you can use as a datum. Don't just look at the track in front of you. Look at, basically have an idea of sort of your peripheral vision, what's around you. Get braking markers, just just datums where you know where you are on the track. And you're only going to get that by riding around it, but you will get it. It could be a change of tarmac, could be a rubber mat, could be whatever it is. You need to be really aiming for, you know, getting points so you've got a spatial awareness of where you're on the track. Because a lot of people just guess. They guess braking mark, and it works for a bit,
Yeah.
and then they get it all wrong. Right?
Yeah.
Do a bit of riding there.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Here we are, lap of Dallimore. That's the start and finish straight, start and finish line. First set of corners is just called simply the chicane. It's a right, left, right combination. Right, left, and the right. This is quite a tight one coming out. That naturally throws you to the outside of the circuit, the left-hand side. And short blast up to Park Corner. Braking down, second gear, but a lot more revs than the hairpin. Tipping in from about here into the apex, and then drifting all the way out as you go back up to through the box. Third, fourth, fifth, and on a flying lap, you'd be up to maybe flat out in fifth or maybe even sixth gear before you come into the first part of the S's. S's is a right-left combination. A lot more open than the chicane. You can almost straight line this on a bike. You see one curb there on the right, another curb on the left there, another curb on the right there, and then just clip the last curb coming out. And that's almost a straight line on a bike. Get back across the right hand side,